Welcome back to another episode of the Weekly DLC. I'm one of your hosts, Krosh, joined always by my co-hosts, Daniel Vargas.
You gotta believe.
And Daniel Jang.
Rookie Gang.
If you're not familiar with what we do, we come to you each and every week to podcasting services of your choice at locations of our choice on Mondays. And we talk about nerdy stuff, comics, games, movies, award nominees, Kojima, hentai, sometimes both. And yeah, we sit around tables, we have some fun. Sometimes we have a live audience. The last several episodes have been live audiences. Thank you all for being here. And lately we've been getting sponsors, so let's give a quick shout out to our newest sponsor, Nature. Because when nature calls, we answer.
Protect it, please.
Protect it. Protect. Do you stand nature? Are you lit?
Stand.
We don't want nature to be lit, because then that's forest fires. So yeah, brought to you by Nature. Call
Don't
weekly.
Be a boomer to nature.
Yeah, so that's a shout out to our sponsor. And this is episode 146, guys. 146.
That's a lot of weeks.
That's a lot of DLC. You think this one's gonna be a good one?
What's the third one? 3 year would be 165?
All I know is if I saw a baby, that baby would no longer be
No, 156.
being
I
carried.
think so.
156 is 3 years. 52 times 2 is 104. 104 plus 52. No,
This is his
154.
accounting coming through.
154.
His accounting coming through.
6 more, dude. All right.
We got two major milestones coming up: 150 and 154. We gotta do some.
And 169.
About 100, 150.
It'll be interesting. I mean, we have a lot in store for you guys. I don't know what.
150. Wow. It's coming up.
Maybe we get reunited with our old roof.
150.
150 might just be in time for before New Year's. So
I think
the
it-
best of
Ooh.
the last 10 years of everything.
The
Music,
Damn.
movies, games.
Stay tuned to find out. Until then, we'll
DLC.
We'll
You later.
sponsor you by nature.
talk about what we've been up to this week. What have we been up to?
So, Pokemon. Been playing Pokemon. Not a
One
lot
of the 6
Pokemon.
million? Yes.
One of the 6 million. Yeah, one of the. Wait, that's no. Hold on, huh?
Huh?
No, there's a certain
They've
number
sold
for
6
US
million.
and one worldwide.
This is worldwide.
Okay, the 6 million is worldwide. Yeah,
In
I'm
3
one
days.
I'm one of 6 million, and first of all, I know you've all been playing it too. What Pokemon did you guys choose? The starter.
Grookey.
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 Grookey gang, Grookey gang, Grookey
We're the
gang.
Grookey gang.
Grookey drummer.
Which sucks because we could have perfectly chose one each and fucking.
We don't coordinate because this is brought to you by Nature, where everything's wild.
Yeah, I've been playing it. I haven't been playing it like crazy. I've also been dabbling in Fallen Order.
Jedi.
Ooh.
Yeah. Really enjoying it. I mean, it is very, very finicky. Very finicky.
You're playing on what?
PS4.
Okay.
It's been. I watched Summit stream Fallen Order. Was crashing like crazy. I have a buddy who is PC Master Race. He yells at me every time I tell him I bought something on PS4 rather than PC, and his has been crashing like crazy. So I'm glad I didn't get it for PC.
And you say you've been enjoying it?
Yeah, I've been enjoying it. I finally got so the whole gameplay. I'm like, why isn't there a method to make your lightsaber do more damage? I don't understand this. I feel like there just should be something that.
You mean like an
allows you to
RPG element or something?
Yeah, I mean, because there's you can customize the sword, which I thought
It's a lightsaber, not a sword.
Yeah, sorry, light sword. You can customize the light sword and
Triggered.
Test this as a fighting game. No, so the lightsaber you can customize it, and I felt like that would have been a perfect opportunity to add extra, just a tad bit of damage. I don't know, something. Maybe it does. I don't know. Yeah, RPG elements, but nope. It's just all look, and it's literally just the handle, which you can barely even see. So that's cool, I guess.
Not the color?
Yeah, the color, but I've only unlocked 2.
Okay.
And I feel like at some point you just all of a sudden have everything. When
Oh.
I haven't reached that point.
Okay.
But yeah, like there's so much you can do. Like when a guy shoots you with a rocket, you can push it back to him.
Is it like Dark Souls? How would you compare it?
Yeah, the fighting where like the dodging and stuff like that. You have if you press, at least with PS4, if you press circle once, you do like a sidestep. If you double tap it, you do a roll.
Is there
And so-
parry?
It's like-
there is parrying
it's
as
like
well.
kind of Bloodborne-ish.
There is parrying as well. And I'm playing it on the hardest difficulty, which is like Grandmaster.
Damn.
And so the timing for parrying is like
Small.
insanely small.
Okay.
But honestly, if I compare it to like the parrying times for Dark Souls, I think the tells of an attack on an enemy is the easiest thing to see. So like the moment you see them move, you're like, okay, immediately like block, and that causes the parry. Where in Dark Souls, it's like he moves and it's not an attack yet until you'll block, and
Oh,
then he immediately goes
messed
for an
up.
attack, but it's too late. Like you're already blocking, so it doesn't count as the parry. Or you let go and you get hit.
I hate the ones that are just
Exactly.
charge
Yeah.
up. He's just the
Yeah.
timing's just what the.
So I don't think it's that. Even though I'm playing in Grandmaster, maybe it's just my time with like all the Bloodborne games. The pairing is extremely easy still. So
Okay.
I wonder if it like on regular mode.
I've heard the difficulty can ramp up at a certain point. I don't know
I
if
was
it's
worried.
later on.
I was worried, but it hasn't. Like I
Okay.
have not had any difficulties. I've fought in a couple bosses and have not had an issue with any of them yet. No.
Cool. Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon. Been dabbling in it, and
I gotta interject. I'm sorry. You going to
Interject.
the first or second experience?
Huh?
The Witcher. The first one. or
I'm
the
going
second?
first one.
I think I'm gonna go to the second one.
Because the first one, sorry, quick interruption by our sponsors. The first one, the experience starts at 4:30, but the screening's at 7:30.
Second one.
Okay.
all right. Pokemon. Yeah, I've just been like.
Have you gotten any gyms?
Blown away. Yeah, I've done 4
Okay.
or 5 gyms. I was blown away by the wild area. It's just a great area. Like
Can you explain it real quick?
so, after you get 3 badges, you're thrown into an in-between between the first 3 gyms and the following gyms. There's
Okay.
like an area in between. It's called the wild area. And it's just like a place you can traverse, and you have to go all the way to the other side to get to the following gyms. In that area, there's no it's not designated by levels. So like if you go in an area that's higher level, you'll get wrecked. Like you start out and you're like in this area probably at level 15, and then you go into a section that Pokemon's like level 40, and you're just like, I'm not gonna make it right now, because you can't run away
Yeah.
after at that point. But the thing is, like, the weather constantly changes. The game allows you to see the weather in every location, and so the Pokemon, the ones that come out, are completely different every time the weather is different. And
Okay.
so it's a great way. They have the Pokemon Max battles, which I thought were
The raid things?
yeah, the raid things. At least when I've done it, there's no level that shows up on the raid thing.
Okay.
So like you could technically do it as soon as you go into the
Oh.
thing. You could just start doing it, and I don't think.
Do you
there's
get
an
match
issue.
made or does it NPCs?
You can do match made, or you can do NPCs.
Okay, it gives you a choice?
You can choose to do it on your own, which fills up with NPCs,
Okay.
or you can choose to have people help you out.
I see.
Obviously, helping out is way better because they'll choose the super effective type
Yeah, yeah.
Pokemon that they need to, and then it's pretty much guaranteed. I've done like 4 or 5 and haven't
Okay.
missed a catch on any of those.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean it's fantastic so far, and then I've been
So
like,
jumping between those two games mostly?
yeah, between those two. What else? Is there anything else? I mean, been watching anime as well,
Okay.
but nothing really stands out
Okay.
as to something too enjoyable.
Cool.
Yeah, that's it.
What are you about to Jay?
Been playing a shit ton of Slay Spire.
Oh.
I've knocked out 5 Ascension levels, which is fucking crazy. It's hard. The
Yeah.
game's hard. It's hard. So Ascension levels are basically difficulties. Like
Yeah.
New Game Plus difficulty, New Game Plus. I realized I never watched videos of people playing it or guides. I've been playing it wrong the whole time, and I'm pretty surprised I've done this fucking well.
with
not playing it wrong. And so
You know what that could mean? That could mean if you make YouTube videos about how your style is,
no,
there's a market.
I'm not an expert.
Okay.
People are really like they get really into it. I'm not that much of an expert.
Okay.
I'm gonna be a Hearthstone pro player. Watch. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, right. I saw the girlfriend reviews video of Death Stranding, and I want to play Death Stranding. I played it one day.
Oh, you've only played one day so far?
From this past week, yeah.
Oh, this week. Okay. So I know you said the first week, like the weekend you had off, or whatever, you put a good chunk of time into it. So this past week, since then, just once.
I think I'm like 40 hours in.
Damn.
Not even halfway done with the game.
What?
Yeah.
You just kind of exploring everything?
Dude, I just keep on fucking filling up roads, like fixing roads.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's kind of like lost my interest. I think I just got to just power through the story. Fuck the roads.
What, no pun intended, drove you to want to do that?
Roads? I don't know. It's just like a sense of accomplishment.
Okay.
You're helping people out too.
Yeah.
Because when you make a road, people go like, oh
but
shit.
I think it works for like a certain amount of people. Like not everyone in the world will see your road. Like
Okay.
there's like, I don't know, maybe every like 20 people see like that road.
I see.
And then more people have to build the road, and more people can start seeing the road.
Okay.
So I feel like such a noob, dude. Like, so your network, there's like a bandwidth, right?
Yeah.
So it'll say like 2,000 out of 10,000, and I would always be like, why isn't this number going up on the left?
Yeah.
But the number on the right, do you know what it is? Structures. You have a cap. I didn't realize that, and I was like, oh, that's. You can't build too much, pretty much. The game doesn't want you to fucking just overpower,
the whole area.
Yeah. So you can only build up to what you're capable of. I just realized what that was.
But the number rises the more you connect, right?
Yes.
So you can build more. Essentially.
It's like StarCraft.
Yeah.
You need pylons.
Yeah. We need more Vespine
So
gas.
they're what is it? They're
Pylons.
Pylons is what's the faction?
That's Protoss.
Protoss.
I mean, he could be Terran.
So I was afraid the whole time because I was watching a girlfriend reviews video, and I'm like, dude, she spoils it. I gotta just immediately close it. There was one like little spoiler, but it wasn't what she said. It was what they shown, but you can't tell. I was like, okay, that's a good. Yeah,
There's a good video. I watched it.
I think that's a great thing about what they do. They don't really necessarily do spoilers.
Near
did.
Did
they say spoilers?
They do say say we're gonna spoil it at this point.
Yeah.
Like, but
Did you watch the donkey video?
I'm afraid of spoilers. I'm afraid he's gonna put spoilers.
He might.
I didn't.
He didn't.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Oh. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
So, you haven't gotten to the mountain part yet?
Still chapter 3.
There's this ice part, and it's so the mountain. It's horrible. But like maybe 75% through, you meet someone and they give you like climbing legs. I'm just like, oh my god.
Wait, does that replace the carrying legs?
I mean, there's carrying legs and there's speed legs. You probably haven't seen speed legs.
But it replaces like you can't have all three.
Yeah,
at the
but
same time.
no, you want the fucking climbing legs. God damn it, dude. Because climbing that mountain's a bitch. I mean, I don't know if you've seen my video.
A little.
I'm like climbing and I fucking slipped and fell. Oh my god, it's horrible because the whole time like you're using stamina. It's like and you gotta chill. But picked up Pokemon yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Picked my starter, fell asleep, and my whole basis. I like to pick fire types as starter, but
what drove you to?
I wanted to see the final form, so I saw each final form, and I was like, Grookey's the best looking one, dude.
Did you guys nickname him? What'd you nickname him? What'd you nickname him?
Yes, dude.
Huh?
Harambe.
Oh, Harambe.
He's got 2 sticks too.
Mine's is DK.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna Travis Barker,
Dude, get the shiny version. It's red. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what color the shiny is.
but I plan on streaming Pokemon maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
I want to do Death Stranding, but I'm gonna be stuck with that game for a long time.
Death Stranding? I need to power through it because it's done.
Just do main missions.
It's
Don't
done.
Fuck the worlds. Fuck the Oscars. Dude, just focus on main missions.
That's
Just
what I
find
need to do.
Jeff Keighley,
God
and you'll be
damn.
good.
Everything else about that game, it's just not.
Roberto hit me up about it.
Did you like it?
He's been doing roads. That's all he's been doing.
Fuck,
he
dude.
barely got to chapter 4 as well.
Do you still feel? I know early in I saw just some Twitter activity of people saying like this game is gonna have such an impact. It's such a. Do you still feel that way despite your
I think there's
gripes
a huge,
right now?
I think there's a huge payoff. When
Okay.
I didn't read the IGN. I only read the title.
Uh-huh.
But I feel like this whole this grind of just building shit, farming for shit. I think there's a payoff to it.
Okay.
And I think that's because people have been changing their minds about reviews after seeing the ending. I was like, what
Really?
the fuck? I was like, a lot of people have been changing their
Okay.
minds.
So you're holding out. If you feel like the ending doesn't deliver, do you feel like the whole
Damn.
experience?
So you're telling me there's reviews where they never played through the whole entire game?
Oh shit! I forgot to tell you. Some guy came in my stream,
Spoiled it.
spoiled it. He spoiled it, but he spoiled something.
And you banned
something
him.
Damn, moderators didn't show?
I did ban him, but the problem was it wasn't a spoiler for me because I predicted it. When I was watching one of the cutscenes, I was like, you know what, this is probably what's gonna happen, and lo and behold, this guy. I don't know if he's telling the truth, but he said what I said, and his name was like Spoiler Man, so I should have known something was up. But
Damn.
I did ban him, and I was like, I was talking to him. I was like, nah, it's not really big of a spoiler because I kind of predicted that.
But you're banned.
yeah, but you're banned.
Shut the fuck.
Yeah, but I want to play Pokemon tomorrow.
Okay.
I don't know.
Let's see what you feel.
Death Stranding or Pokemon.
You should play Pokemon and immediately just start shiny hunting.
No,
dude.
I gotta
No,
do,
because
level 5.
apparently you can run into wild Pokemon that you can't catch, and they can be shiny, and it will not let you catch them because you don't have the right amount of badges.
That is correct.
Ooh.
You
So-
have a limit on the So like, if
But
you
it won't
have
like
300
auto stop you. Like it won't be like you just won't run into those Pokemon. From what I
So
understand,
the easiest way to tell is whenever you get an encounter, it'll tell you this Pokemon is very strong. If it says that, it doesn't mean that
You can't catch it.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean you can't beat it. It just
You
means
just
you
can't
can't
catch
catch it. It's strong, like for your.
Do you know who Disguised Toast is? Streamer.
no.
So he was streaming it and he told his chat, if I catch a shiny Wooloo, I'm gonna
No, if I don't catch it within a certain amount of time.
within a certain amount of time, he's gonna donate 1,000 subs, $5,000. He didn't do it within the time period, but he still gave out.
Oh damn.
But he ended up
1,000.
catching it.
He got one.
He gave
Yeah.
himself a time limit of 15 hours. Caught it at like 15 and a half hours.
Yeah. But he still.
He's a trooper,
He still
dude.
didn't donate.
And then the comments on the Twitch highlight, they said, he's a man of his word. Respect, dude. Respect.
That's
Dude,
funny.
I would have been like, I caught him. Yeah, 15 hours. I caught
Bro,
him.
if you count up all the bathroom breaks, that takes out 30 minutes. It was within.
Shit, I ain't rich, dude. But I ain't ended up.
We struggling. But I'm thinking about joining a Twitch community. But
Are you
I
getting
don't know.
scouted?
no.
Hey,
I'm
shout out
gonna.
Twitch
I'm
LA.
gonna. Podcast coming soon, Vargas. But yeah, I think I'm gonna join one. But I don't know if it'll help me. But I mean, there's no negative repercussions.
Yeah,
I could leave
definitely.
whenever. So
Are there any that have piqued your interest, or
There's
like what is your
one.
criteria
It's
for
not
them?
Tifu style, right?
no, there's no contract. I hope not. I don't know. It looks like you just
No, you'd have to
join
sign something.
join their Discord and then yeah, that's
That's
it.
it, yeah.
Well, what does a Twitch community do? Do they just all host each other?
I think so. Then they
Okay.
spotlight a certain person. And
Okay.
That's pretty much Twitch LA.
yeah, yeah, but Twitch LA doesn't help shit.
But this is
You
le-
hear-
this is less on in person, more online.
yeah.
Okay.
yeah. I'm gonna try it
Okay.
because the viewership is well, Death Stranding is killing.
Depending on the game.
yeah.
You said Slay the Spire is pretty good, right?
It is good, but it gets like elitists to come in and
Oh shit.
like backseat game. I was like,
Oh.
dude, let me just play how I play, dude.
Safe scumming.
I know, safe scummers are the worst, dude. No, so some dude came in and he was like, I messed up and I exited and not saved. And he's like, save scum. I was like, I ain't got time, dude. I got to save scum. And it's funny because I look down on save scummers in Bloodborne. So this is like a long time ago. Like I was gonna save scum Bloodborne because it's easier to get the platinum.
Right.
So and I was telling my chat that,
But
and
they're
then
like,
some guys like, save scum, that's the worst. You're right. So I did Bloodborne
But
the
this other one
fucking
didn't change
the
your-
hard way, dude. Hey, Slay the Spire is different, dude. Fuck that game. That's it. Oh, and also went to a art exhibit.
Who?
Yusuke Kozaki. He did Pokemon Go, a couple.
Oh yeah, you mentioned.
No More Heroes and a couple of manga.
How was it?
Fuck, man. I hate rules So like,
Rules of engagement.
I went there with my games.
Like your Switch and everything? Oh no, to get
like,
stuff signed.
Yeah, to get stuff signed, and
So you want no
I
more
was just
heroes?
standing in line, and then I was like, you know what? I should ask. Is he signing anything, or like, what are the rules? And then they're saying, oh, he's not signing anything. Only prints and magazines. I was like, fuck. So I bought a print, and I was like, okay, he's not signing my game. And then I saw an acquaintance that we know, and I saw him just bust out.
No.
He has no prints, no magazines. He just has like manga and video games. And I was like, I was talking to him. I was like, dude, you don't have to buy anything. He's like, oh, I'm just gonna have him sign this. So I was like, what the? And so I just busted out my game and have him sign my print and game, and then bounced, and that guy dropped $1,000 in art.
The acquaintance that we
The
know?
acquaintance.
Holy shit!
$1,000 in art.
Was there any art on display as well? Did
there
he
was
speak?
original art.
Oh wow!
And
Cool.
he almost sold out, you were saying? He was close to nearly selling out? The artwork like was selling out pretty much?
So yeah, pretty much all the art pieces were sold out. He bought 2 pencil sketches that cost $1,000.
Wow.
And I was like, I know this guy's not like balling, and I was just like, fuck, dude, that's
Or is
hardcore. I know, right? That's maybe he is balling, but that's like a whole nother level.
Dropping 250 subs, dude.
5,000.
He's like, can you draw me a shiny Wooloo?
And if you don't do it in 15 hours, you have to donate.
I was gonna buy the magazine, but when I saw the price, I was like, oh, it's probably $20. And rang it up, $40. I was like, yeah, I'll take the print. I was like, what the $40
How much
magazine?
was the print?
$40. I'd rather get a print than a magazine. Fuck that, man. It was cool. I mean, that free alcohol. Every cool event.
Pro tip.
Witcher event, free alcohol.
I hope so.
That's it.
Okay. Kind of a busy week. I've been keeping up with Watchmen and his Dark Material. HBO, I don't know. Like it's not like Game of Thrones level, like blowing anyone away, but I'm liking a lot of their shows. They got some more coming up. The people that made Veep is doing this like space, like like you know how like there's like boat cruises. It's like a space cruise, and like they have like rich people, poor people all over this cruise and everything. It's supposed to be funny. Anyway, his Dark Material is kind of like, okay, I just kind of have that on while I'm on the Switch or something. But it's interesting enough. Watchmen, though, I'm paying like full attention because there's just way too much weird shit. And I learned something just through an interview that never even like rethinking about scenes. So the Jeremy Irons character, they keep showing him throughout all the episodes, and every time they show him, these 2 individuals bring him an anniversary cake. And I just thought it was like a weird quirk that like every day he's getting an anniversary cake or something. But the interview was with the writer of the show creator, and he's like, no, every time you're seeing him in the show, it's a year since the last time you saw him in the show. Whereas the rest of the characters' stories are happening like in days.
So there's time jump.
Well, sort of. It's like his story. Like it
His
jumps
arc,
between his is year to year. I don't know what years, whether it's
Right.
in the past, because it's kind of removed from everything else.
When you were watching it, you thought this was all within the same timeline.
I just thought it was for him. Next day. This is weird. Why does every day he gets a cake, and why do they keep saying anniversary? It didn't it didn't click. But then in the interview, they're like, yeah, wherever this person is, it's been a year since the last time you saw him.
It's the anniversary of the squid attack, right?
For the cake?
we
So, 'cause
we
the cake's the
don't
shape of a squid, but
sort of. But I will say something. I don't know if you've seen the memes or not. There's like memes of like Scott Snyder saying like, I had to change things because we couldn't like adapt the whole like squid thing, and Damien Lindelof's like, hold my beer, and like it was pretty cool. They show like things that had happened when the original Watchmen story leaves things, and it was kind of cool. And
I saw
how
one cool thing, a screen cap of 1980 something, and I was like, wow, they go there.
yeah,
They go
it was
there.
pretty cool.
I was like,
The show's very interesting. I don't know how it'll pay off, but I'm along for this. I know Alan Moore's been in topics. I just watched when it came up. I was like, yeah, he's been hot takes and
woo!
all
Okay,
that.
so the thing with the Alan Moore like letterheads, would he types it up and gives it to someone to post? Like what the? I know he doesn't have social media, so it's weird. He's like Jeremy Irons.
Doesn't Tom Hanks like Whenever he replies to letters, he replies back as a
Really?
typewritten letter.
I don't know.
Probably because he collects typewriters.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Apparently, I saw a headline. I don't know how accurate it was. It was saying that Tom Hanks finds out he's related to.
I read like a comment
Mr.
saying
Rogers?
like,
Yeah, and I was like, what?
there are a lot of people that you can connect like to multiple.
Oh, okay.
Going that far.
Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, watch those two. Work's been pretty busy. I had kind of like a personal thing. I had a freak out moment. I ended up going to the hospital.
Oh shit.
I thought I was having like a heart attack,
Yeah.
and it was weird. It was scary as fuck. And it turned out it wasn't. I still don't know what it was, but
Too much caffeine.
I don't know. But it happened while I was at work, and my coworker was like, "Are you having a heart attack?" And I was like, "Oh fuck,
When he
am
said
I?"
That, you started.
And I started freaking out more.
Arm was numb.
So at first, I'll explain it. My experience. First, I got dizzy. I was at my desk. I was like normal.
Yeah.
I'm at my desk. I got a little dizzy, kind of faint, and then my wrist started hurting. I was like, "This hurts," and I tell my coworker this, and she's like, "That's weird. Are you okay?" I was like, I haven't felt like this before."
Yeah.
And then my shoulder started hurting, and I got a little bit dizzier, and I started sweating. And then she's like, "Do you think you're having a heart attack?" And I started looking up the symptoms, and I was like,
That's
"Oh
the
fuck!"
worst.
And then
WebMD.
and then the pain I felt in my wrist and my shoulder started to spread throughout the arm.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's real. Like, I don't think I'm fake, thinking that. But then the sweating got worse and the breathing kind of became a thing. And she's like, "Do you want me to take you to urgent care?" I'm like, "I'd rather be safe than sorry. Let's go." And then as we're going, I was getting really dizzy and I couldn't catch my breath. And then, like, we're in there and my arm is killing me. And, like, they're doing a bunch of stuff. Not, like, they're just checking heart rate. They're like, your heart rate isn't abnormal. It's just, like, it looks like you're at a panic level or, like, they're like, do you think it was X, Y, and Z? And it was kind of like a mom and pop urgent care. So anyway, they gave me some stuff after like an hour or so, calmed me down. And he suggested, "I don't think it's what you think it is, but if you want to be sure, you should go to the hospital and they'll do blood work." So I went back to work, and then like 5 or 6 hours later, like around 8, I felt the arm pain again, but none of the other stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to take a chance. So I went to the urgent care near here. And they're like, "You should probably go there just to like without a shadow of a doubt." So then I went to the hospital, did all this blood stuff to me. I was in like a bed. It was weird. They said it's all negative, so I don't have any heart related stuff. But I still don't know what the fuck my arm thing is.
Did you stay for a day? Or?
No, I didn't even stay. I just was there until they finished the blood work, and they were like, "For sure, you have nothing related to your heart. It's just we don't know what the hell's going. You should see your doctor." Like, but that was freaky. That whole experience. And then I played I got my starter in Pokemon. Grookey Gang. I got a sword. I got Grookey, and then I battled the kid. I feel like I like a lot of what they're doing with this so far from what I've heard, but I think the way they have your rival, he's like an idiot. Like,
what's his name? Step or Hope or what?
I don't remember.
Hop.
Yeah, but no, the reason I say that is because usually, like, the way I remember Gary and all the other ones, whatever you pick, they pick the one that could beat yours.
The weakness, yeah.
And he picks the one that mine can beat his. I'm like, you fucking.
Well, I think also the idea is he has 2 Pokemon. So they're not going to go with the super effective one.
Though.
I know, yeah.
Right, but it's normal. Like, none of your Pokemon are going to have super effective against
I feel like, though, they made the badass his older brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're, like, making him the dumb idiot that you kind of, like, you're the rival for. They're like, "Hey, help him. Like, you guys need to help each other." I'm like, all right, fine. I don't know.
Yeah, he's always overconfident because
Yeah.
he is
His brother.
His brother is the best.
Yeah.
At least that's what the game says.
I get it's goofy and it's hopeful, but and it's different. But I wish he was more of a challenge. We'll see.
You get another rival.
Okay.
You
All
get
right.
another rival, and
Cool.
he has a challenge.
Okay. So then I did a little. That's about all I got out of that so far. I haven't had any chance to do any game in that. I played a little bit more Luigi's Mansion. That game is pretty fun. It's just very I'd say it's like Nintendo's version of Resident Evil. Like, you're just going through this house, finding things, going back to other floors, finding things. Like I like that Nintendo vibe of it, and Luigi's pretty cool. And then I started Death Stranding, and
Wait, did you get the power up?
so I'm on chapter 2.
Okay, no, you haven't gotten.
I don't think I've gotten the power. I will. The thing I should have known going into it, and I didn't put it to it, was how not suited for like quick play it is.
Yeah.
Because like I started it, and then it started before Katie came home, and she came home, and usually when she comes home, we're like talking back and forth and stuff, and I kept having to like I couldn't pause, so I just hit the PS button. I was like, that'll pause it.
Yeah.
And like we talk, and then I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna get back into this, and I was trying to like stay immersed in it.
You were hyper.
It's very difficult.
Yeah.
But then once I was able to, like, I don't know, I was digging a lot what I've played so far, mainly because of one thing. When I set off on like the first 2 little like back and forths, when the music kicks in, I was like, I want this all the time.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing.
Because I like when the music's playing and I'm traversing, like I was like, this is beautiful, and this music is like very good. I really enjoyed it, and that combination was perfect.
So that happens automatically.
Yeah.
I have not
But
figured out a way to just do that.
Yeah.
Like I can't play the music the way that plays in those moments.
I wanted
And I
to.
wish I could. Yeah.
So what I did was like when I was driving to and from work, I found the playlist on Spotify. I've been listening to it like nonstop. It's
Low
very
roar?
huh?
Low roar.
I really
like the
like
band.
my favorite one is Don't Be Serious or Don't Be So Serious.
Yeah.
That one, there's a couple of songs, but that was one of my favorite ones. But yeah, the music's great. What was funny was listening to Katie being like, this game is like really sexual. I was like, what do you mean? Like, why is he always shirtless and shit? I was like, I from what I understand, he's done that with girls more before, so maybe he's given like equal treatment. I don't know. But I'm digging it. I want to get to like the meat and potatoes of it. I feel like that chapter 3 everyone keeps telling me about.
Fuck the roads.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, maybe build a generator or
Okay.
something, but fuck the roads.
Okay. I did fuck up like, so I got the baby, and I got to the like at the very beginning there's like a crematorium,
Yeah,
and then on my way back was when I started fucking up some runs when I had no packages. So I was like, oh, okay, I can like try to go down the hill, and I was just like, and then all of a sudden my controller, like I heard the faintest, maybe the volume I had was low. I was like, I don't even know, like the game wasn't even telling me how to like calm it.
Yeah.
So I was like,
It's not user friendly for sure.
but so it doesn't tell you
It does.
It does.
later.
No,
You just-
I think you already passed it. It's the
L1?
moment you get the baby.
Oh,
Press square.
okay.
Yeah.
I just stood still until something stopped. I was like, it kept showing like this meter
You
go
do
down.
Whatever you do to do first person view,
I don't even know. Oh
L1,
yeah, yeah.
L1.
and then you press
Square.
down.
Oh,
and
okay.
You look.
Oh.
You look.
Okay,
at
okay.
the
Down
baby.
and square.
And then from there it tells you like press square.
Do
to,
X, Y, and Z.
to grab the baby and then you can rock it.
Milk it. Okay.
Milk the baby.
But yeah, I'm interested. I want to put time into it. I like there's all these games. Like I saw all the good things about Jedi, and I was like, I can't right now.
I
There's
got
too
a physical
many.
copy, so I can let you borrow it.
Huh?
I got a physical copy, so I can let you borrow it.
Well, I want to play it on PC,
Do you
but we'll see. We'll see.
Don't recommend.
do you go inside your room a lot in Death Stranding or no?
I
There's a
mean,
lot of
so
cutscenes.
where I saved it was when I went back to the room.
There's a lot of Mads Mikkelsen cutscenes.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
BB. BB.
Baby.
BB.
Then what other? I did play World of Warcraft. I did a dungeon. And I was an idiot too. My friend's like, all right, we're gonna queue up for a dungeon together. And I did, and I had like one axe, and apparently I totally forgot. I didn't even know. He's like, aren't you spec to be like a dual wielder? I'm like, oh yeah, I am. He's like, go to your items, make another of that axe, and equip it. And all of a sudden I was like, holy shit, I got 2 of these. And he's like, yeah, your DPS was not high.
So he gave you gold to buy the heirlooms, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't trade those, and
No.
those are
He gave me a lot of gold.
those are across
My
your account.
Yeah.
So like, if you make another like
I
plate
can-
character, you can use you can create
Yeah.
those over and over and over and over again. And then they max out, and you have to like upgrade them
yeah.
to go higher.
He said it's good, but it also makes the whole loot thing less appealing because everything you're getting early on sucks
Yeah.
compared to it. So I was like, whatever. I feel badass.
And
so.
even same level, like those stats are boosted for the heirlooms, so there's always better no matter.
Yeah.
what.
So I played that was 2 hours one night. So I was like, I didn't get a lot of gaming done. I'm hoping to get a lot more this weekend. I have a day off, so I'm like, oh, thank God. I did way too much overtime. Who knows? Maybe that caused things.
Maybe.
Anyway, so I think
Before
that's it.
we begin, any Black Friday deals you're looking at,
that I was looking at.
or both of you guys?
Oh yeah, because that's gonna come out after this recording. What, were you looking at anything
I want a 1 terabyte micro SD.
for the Switch?
It's on sale. already.
Really?
The Black Friday price.
But guess. Let him
So
guess.
retail's 500. Guess how much it's gone down to?
150.
300.
Nah.
Yeah.
if it's like 120 or lower, I'll go for one.
I don't think I'd buy it over $100, to be honest with you.
So I've been buying physical copies of games now because we're running out of space. I only have 60 gigs left.
Damn. Did you download Pokemon?
I bought it
out
physical.
of what do
Physical?
you have, a half a terabyte or something?
I have 512.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have 512 as well. I did play 2 other games. I played Skullgirl,
Skullgirl.
which I have the digital of, and then there's another fighting game which I had to get a physical of. So Luigi's Mansion I got physical because of a friend. Pokemon I got physical because of a friend because he had these big discounts for, I don't know, Best Buy or something. I was like, I can't not take advantage of this. I have Zelda, Breath of the Wild in physical. So now I'm like, I need to carry these around with me in my case. And then the last one, which I got, it's still retail on digital, like $60, but GameStop had it for 15. I was like, all right, I'll get it for 15.
What was it?
SNK Tag Team Heroines.
Oh,
Okay.
It's literally every SNK character turned into a woman. So even though it has Mai as a girl already, they make Terry Bogard a woman.
Oh, okay.
And everyone's busty and all this shit. And they have thousands of outfits. And Mai's is just like a cow bikini. And my friend got a copy and I got a copy and we were like, all right, let's let's throw down. And so it's super goofy.
Maybe that's why the arm's been hurting.
No, I play that. No, actually, the Skullgirls one, that one's got some good graphics. We were we found the Mai of this game.
the graphics are on the what's that one game that you keep retweeting? It's
Death Stranding?
no, it's a fighting game that's gonna come out. I don't know if
Guilty
it's
Gear?
Yeah, Guilty Gear one.
Oh.
The new one?
Newest one.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, speaking of fighting games,
Holy shit.
I watched a Black Mirror episode this week. It was one of the ones from the new season. Have you guys watched the news?
No.
It's called Striking Vipers. It's an interesting premise. This the guy that plays Falcon in Marvel films
Yeah.
is a father and a husband, and his best friend, who he rarely sees, he sees him once a year, buys him a game that they used to play years ago, which is a fighting game series. It's equivalent to Tekken. It's when you see it, it's like Tekken meets Street Fighter, and the Falcon guy always plays as this one Asian guy, and the other guy used to play as this Asian girl, and then the newest version of it is VR, so you feel and you your mind goes and you feel everything the character is and does, and it takes a turn that I wasn't expecting.
They start making out.
Yeah.
It gets intimate.
It gets real intimate. And then it started making me think, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, why are they trying all these other things with this shit? Why is no one else doing this?
Now I know why you asked about VR.
Well, the best friend, okay, I'll spoil it. This is spoilers for that episode for people. The best friend, they end up trying to do this, and they're feeling weird. They, it goes up and down. Anyway, they stop for a long time, and then they meet up again. And then the best friend's like, "Dude, I tried everything. I tried doing it with NPC characters." He's like, "They just lay there." And then he's like, "I tried doing it with random players. They don't fucking know what they're doing." He's like, "There's even a bear character in Tekken." He's like, "I even fucked a bear." He's like, "It did nothing." I'm like, "Man, what the fuck?" It's so weird. It was interesting. It definitely makes things more complex, but it was an interesting topic to broach with VR.
Where's it rank on your list of Black Mirror top 10?
No, This season, like I watched the Miley Cyrus episode, they're all way too soft.
Oh,
Like
wow.
they're way too happy. Like, but the Miley Cyrus one where I thought it was gonna end, it like made everything like a Disney ending by the end of it. I was like, man, this is what happened to Black Mirror? I don't know. And then the same with this other one. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. But I was like, I felt like you guys could do some real like you were doing Twilight Zone-y like eerie stuff, and now you're just kind of doing like what if tech. You know, I don't know.
It'd be cool if they finally finish like Black Mirror and you realize like the whole experience of watching Black Mirror is a Black Mirror episode.
Shit.
That'd be yeah. I feel like that should be the
See the camera of you looking at the TV.
that'd be interesting. So yeah, that's all I had. Do you guys want to get into our topic?
Finally, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, fucking finally, we got one topic.
All right. So what's your guys' topic?
It's the
One
topic. The Game Awards have just announced their nominees for all their categories, and the weekly DLC will be there live. So catch us on the camera.
My answer is
Not
Death Stranding
applauding.
for everything. Boom.
I'm gonna make sure I don't applause.
Or my Nintendo shirt.
Everyone's clapping.
What would
I'm
you
gonna-
do if a giant camera just sets in front of you? They don't say
I
shit.
stare
I'm gonna-
straight into it and start clapping.
I'm gonna wear my The Last of Us Part 2 shirt. I'm gonna go up to Neil. Neil, what the fuck? The game's not done yet. Gotta get back to work.
We're the Opie.
So, with that, I thought we should go through the nominees of each category and weigh in on him. It's like what we think, what,
Biased?
huh? Talk about any bias, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so I'm starting at the bottom. We'll get to the juicy stuff at the end.
Started from the bottom. Now we're here.
V- VR and AR games. These are the best game experiences playable in virtual or augmented reality. First one,
We're striking vipers.
it's gonna be on there. Asgard's Wrath. I haven't heard of this before. Blood and Truth. Never heard of this. Beat Saber. I play this every night.
Hence the arm injury.
No Man's Sky and Trover Saves the Universe. This is from the makers of
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty. Thoughts?
Biased.
What?
Beat Saber.
Beat Saber?
That's the only one that I
It's the
I
only
know
one I
the
play.
Trover one, but I haven't even played it. That's the only one that I looks.
Wasn't it there last year though? Could have sworn it was.
I think so, but the thing is, like, the game's been like ongoing. Like, they've been updating it. What's funny is the legit retail game.
Yeah.
It's like any other dance game. Like, it has a set amount of music that is not going to make the game that amazing.
But people add their own,
You
right?
have to mod it. Which
Really?
They're trying to stop.
I thought like on PS4 you could it was set, but like if you do the PC version, it's very open and flexible too.
Well, yeah, but
Custom
like,
tracks.
It's not like
It's not intended?
I can't just add music. So the whole concept is the music is designed with the level in mind. So
Right,
I
right.
can't just add a song and the game will automatically generate it.
Okay.
So people create the levels with the music.
Okay.
So they're fan made,
Okay.
and so you have to mod it so that the game can read that music with the level involved.
Okay.
But yeah, it becomes a completely different experience. It's like the best fucking game out there when it's modded like that. It's just so amazing to play.
So
any
I'm
music you
guessing
want.
yours is Beat
Dude,
Saber.
if someone has done the Death Stranding music with it, that would be fucking amazing, dude.
Someone's done the Dr. Disrespect. Oh, the best.
So you put what do you say? You're saying Beat
I'm
Saber?
gonna say Beat Saber. It's the only one I know.
There was two more that there was the
Trover.
Trover and
not
No
that
Man's
one.
Sky?
There was No Man's Sky and the one above Beat Saber, I think.
Blood and Truth. Or was it Asgard's Wrath?
No, it was 5 total.
Yeah.
Oh, then I guess it must have been Trover.
I'm gonna go with No Man's Sky. I think this will be a cool like not Cinderella story, but like coming of redemption for them.
Coming of age.
Coming of age for them, because they like that whole beginning and how things have turned around for them, and they've gone and updated it, made it a whole new kind of experience, and then added the VR.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I think there's a lot to be said to that. All right, next up we got strategy game. Best game focused on real time or turn based strategy gameplay.
Tetris 99.
Age of Wonders. I haven't heard that one. Anno 1800. Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Total War 3 Kingdoms. Tropico 6. And Wargroove.
So I would love Wargroove to win. Like that would be fantastic. I think Three Houses is probably going to take it.
I have the same opinion. I want Wargroove to win, but
I think Wargroove would be the cool upset.
Yeah.
I think Three Houses. I mean, it's not unwarranted. I think Three Houses did a good job. It was very easy though. I'll say that. Like the amount of even with like getting things killed without even save scumming, there's an in-game kind of like incorporated save scumming where you can just like through a magical ability auto reset to a certain point in the fight
That's funny.
and try to change things, but it forces you to go back through. Huh?
Into the Breach.
Yeah.
Time
But a little bit more like forgiving. So, best sports or racing game. For the best traditional and non-traditional sports and racing games, we got Crash Team Racing, Dirt Rally, eFootball, F1, and FIFA.
Really?
I mean, there wasn't that many racing games. I think the other sports games, like I don't know if it counts, but WWE 2K, that one was dog shit.
Yeah.
So
I mean, same thing like with the FIFA like 2020 or whatever.
yeah,
It literally like someone zoomed into the back
oh really?
background and it said FIFA 2019. Like they left the same like
Damn.
background stuff. So how much more of that did they use? You know, like those people were saying.
I'll go with Crash Team Racing. It seems like a polished product.
I think that the two, because from my knowledge, like Dirt is a pretty well known one too, or at least I know about it. I would say FIFA or Dirt. I would like Dirt to win though. Dirt is a really cool racing game.
PES, Pro Evolution Soccer.
Okay. Next up, we got score and music. For outstanding music inclusive
Death
of
Stranding.
score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack. We got Cadence of Hyrule, Death Stranding, Devil May Cry 5, Kingdom Hearts 3, and Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Oh wow! I mean, from the games I've played, I remember it's the first one.
Cadence?
Yeah, Cadence. I've always been a fan of Zelda music.
Yeah.
And this has it. It's it has remix. It has new music as well that reminds you of Zelda. But I think what's gonna take it is fucking Death Stranding because it's just got perfect timing on that music, man. It does such a great job.
And it's got the right people in the award. Some might say.
I'm torn between Death Stranding and Sayonara. Sayonara has a good chance. Some of the music is really good.
The way it syncs up with the gameplay is just it's solid. It's like playing it's like music videos turned into video games. So for a game that's its intent, much like Cadence, but I think a little bit more so, it has a fighting chance. Otherwise, yeah, I think it's a clear Death Stranding.
I think it's clear that Death Stranding's gonna get it.
All right, role playing for the best game designed with rich player character customization,
Death
progression, including massive multiplayer experiences. We got Disco Elysium,
I've heard great reviews about it.
Mm-hmm.
Final Fantasy XIV, Kingdom Hearts 3, Monster Hunter World Iceborne, and The Outer Worlds. So the thing I've heard about Disco Elysium, have you heard like how the game works?
I think it's like turn-based.
It's not. It's more like a lot of dialogue. You're running around the town in an ISO view, and you're having dialogues with a bunch of different characters, and you're a detective who had amnesia at the start of the game, and so your like traits and abilities are different. Like your courage, your rationale, your common sense are the stats you're like speccing in or raising points in, and whenever, even if you don't have dialogue with other people, sometimes dialogue will happen between you and each of these different inner thoughts. They'll show up and be like, your rational will be like, I don't think he's telling the truth. And you're like, I think he is. Or like, I'm going to go against that.
If you disagree, you'll lose. If you agree, you probably gain.
Well, no, it varies. Like as people have described to me how it plays along, I'm like, whoa, it's both an internal kind of like back and forth because of the stats, and then externally, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's very different from what I've heard from traditional RPGs. So maybe I just thought I'd shed some light on that. Any thoughts on?
So for my thought, there's three. There's Disco Elysium.
Yeah.
There is the last one you said,
Outer Worlds.
Outer Worlds.
Outer Worlds by
And
Obsidian.
and then there is one more.
Monster Hunter.
Yeah, and Monster
Final
Hunter.
Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts.
So personal opinion, I want Monster Hunter because that's the game that I've played. I really enjoy it, and I feel like it just does deserve awards. But I think these other two like really should shine. Like, you know, we want to like promote these type of games.
But do you think they deserve the award?
I think they deserve it too.
Okay.
So that's why it's just hard to say.
Yeah. So you're between Disco and Outer Worlds on that one?
Yeah, on those two.
What do you think?
I think Outer Worlds is gonna win, only because Disco Elysium came out pretty recently, and it's not like
Mainstream.
I don't think people have played it.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
I think that's the biggest thing going
The
against it.
advertisement it was huge for Outer Worlds because it's
Yeah.
like from the developers of Fallout.
Yeah, it's from the developers of Fallout. It's on Game Pass. So like you could pay $1 and get it. I think get like that exposure, and the more people that are voting will get it more of an edge. And I mean it's not to say it's a bad RPG. I think they, from what I understand, and I'm hoping to find some time after the current games to try it out because it looks like the type of Fallout game I would have wanted to play.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go for Outer Worlds, but I think it'd be cool if Disco Elysium won. I think I'd just be upset if Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy won. I don't think there's enough.
I don't think Kingdom Hearts is gonna win anything.
You're like, where can we fit this? All right, we got performances awarded to an individual for voice over acting, motion, and or performance capture.
Read it.
We got Guillermo del Toro. We got Jeff Keighley. We got Mads Mikkelsen.
These are all.
And we got no, I'm kidding.
I was gonna wait till you caught on to it. We got Edgar Wright.
I got it from the second one, but like as it kept going,
Jeff
I'm like,
Keighley.
no, stop.
Can you imagine?
I win. Wow.
Guys, I made it. I made it an award show, and I won an award in it. Ashley Birch for her role in Outer Worlds as Pavardi. Courtney Hope she plays the main character in the game Control.
Okay.
Laura Bailey, and she plays the main character in the game Gears 5. Mads Mikkelsen in Death Stranding.
Baby.
Matthew Porretta in the game Control, and Norman Reedus in Death Stranding.
I would like one of the two Control ones because that game has been.
Did you
doing
play
pretty
it?
Well, I've not played it.
Okay.
And
I heard good things.
I think Best Buy had the game for like $45,
Oh damn!
which is a huge discount from the. I think it's normally $60
Hmm.
for PS4, and it's brand new and it's been doing well, so there's no reason for it to drop down in price. But I think I would say Norman Reedus is gonna take it.
I like Ashley Birch.
Mm.
Birch is a good one.
I think. See, this is like spoilerish. I think because Mads Mikkelsen doesn't have a big ass role, and I haven't beaten the ending, so I feel like he does something that is
Is it
very
more
great
impactful?
acting. Yeah. So he does something at the end. I think. So I'm gonna say Mads Mikkelsen, because Norman Reedus.
But what if he continue? What if he
The
has
thi-
a big role too?
That's
'Cause
true.
He doesn't talk very
That's
much.
true.
Well, the thing is, I don't know if the experience changes, and I'm only speaking on my experience. But Norman Reedus's character seems very like blank. Like
Yeah.
he's just very like short. He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
You
you know,
zoom
like,
into his crotch. He
he,
punches
doesn't-
you.
he wants to be left alone, essentially. Like the part that you're at. I mean, the part that I'm at. Part
He
you're at.
He cries when he. Sees,
I don't get it like a range of things. I'm sure that might change over the course of the
He
game,
cries when he sees BTS.
but that's just tears. Like they're not real tears. But I like Mads. I mean, this is gonna be a biased vote for me.
You got paid by Jeff.
But I think a lot of these performers do a lot of really cool stuff I've seen in the past, and so I think any of them would be cool. Best ongoing game awarded to a game for outstanding development for ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. We got Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, and Death Stranding.
Is this standing really on there?
No.
No, that was like 6. That's looking at a list. You can fool me for all you
Music
want.
game, Death Stranding. Rhythm game, Death Stranding.
I mean, it's going to change over time.
Family friendly game. Death
Yeah,
Stranding.
that's why I was like, I wonder if I can pull this off. So,
You know, I'm surprised that Warcraft, World of Warcraft is not on here.
classic?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just
I
the
am
buzz
very
of it.
surprised.
Just a buzz of it.
I think Fork Knife is going to take it.
Really?
They've been. I think it's one of two. It's Apex or Fork Knife.
Mm-mm.
But Fork Knife's been out and done a lot more changes and updates to the game. I don't know. I say Fork Knife.
I think Fortnite only because that Chapter 2 created such a buzz and they changed a lot. They made it's good. I mean, I'm not playing it, but it's fucking good.
I mean, maybe I don't know enough of it. I didn't think like they did much outside of the actual event of it changing. So to me, from an outsider, I felt like it was just like a moment and then the seasons thing. For me, I think I want to say Destiny 2 because one of the great things of this evolving the player experience, for it's like since its latest expansion, it went from being very much of a shooter with light RPG mechanics to a full-on RPG with shooter mechanics for the most part. And I think that kind of large, at least, and this might be me from the inside, talking to you guys on the outside of it, the amount of change it's done and evolve has given it reason to be the biggest one to like stand out. But who knows? I don't follow any of the other games too well, so.
It's viewer voters, right?
I think it is, but I think when they do, it's a mix of that plus
Industry.
the industry people that they have. They have like a judging panel and stuff. Okay, so going on. Next is narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. A Plague Tale: Innocence, Control, Death Stranding. I'm not joking. Disco Elysium and Outer Worlds.
And Death Stranding. I don't know, that one's tough. Like, I've not played any of those games.
Death Stranding.
I mean, other than Death Stranding, but I don't feel like I have enough to like.
What do you think will win? If it's not one you can.
Come on. Come on, Jeff. Come on.
Best friends with fucking Hideo Kojima. Come on.
I'm going to say Disco Elysium or Death Stranding, but Death Stranding is probably going to win.
I want Control on this. one.
I'm pulling for Outer Worlds, but I think Death Stranding is going to win.
Come on.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll get a crowd reaction if Death Stranding ends up winning literally every award.
Everything. I think at the beginning everyone's like, "Wow, amazing!" And then
All right. And then the best game of the year, people are like walking to the cars.
they're leaving her.
Multiplayer game for outstanding online multiplayer.
That's
For gameplay and design, including co-op massive multiplayer experience, irrespective of game genre or platform. Apex Legends, Borderlands 3, Modern Warfare, Tetris 99, and Division 2.
Tetris 99. Is that really on there?
Yeah. It is.
Yeah, hold on. My fingers.
Yes, it is.
It's a fighting
Hold
game.
on. Yeah, he pulled it up. My bad. My thing messed up.
Tetris 99 is my vote.
What do you think, Jared?
Yeah, I think Tetris 99 will win. I mean, I'm afraid Modern Warfare might win, but I'm going to go with
It's
Tetris
too
99.
fresh, man.
I don't think Borderlands 3 just co-op, same stuff. Apex, it seems like it's not much has changed since last time. Division 2 came and went. Modern Warfare kind of came, and that's about it. I think Tetris 99, it's time to shine. Like if there ever was a chance for it, this is it. And they should announce a new
They should do a special
DLC pack.
Ooh.
They
with
should do
the-
a special event with.
With a Death Stranding skin.
I mean, Probably because that's the theme of this, award show. But I think they should do like a video game awards theme. Would be really
That'd be cool. All right. Mobile game. Best game playable on mobile devices. Call of Duty Mobile. Grindstone. Sayonara Wild Hearts. Sky Children of the Light. And What the Golf.
What was the topic or the
Mobile games.
Sayonara Hearts?
Same. That's the only one I played. Yeah.
I think Sayonara's a good one here. I think Grindstone is very good too.
What's the one that there was another game that you wanted to play on the Apple Arcade it was you.
It's not out
You
yet.
remember? Okay.
Bleakstone, I think it's called.
Yeah, I think Sayonara, if it doesn't win the other one, it should win here. All right, next up, we got our favorite award, Independent Game.
Mm.
Death Stranding.
Yes.
Destiny 2. No, I'm kidding. Baba Is You. Disco Elysium. Katana Zero. Outer Wilds. Not Worlds, Wilds. This is a different game. And Untitled Goose Game.
Wow.
Honk.
Yeah, I think Untitled is gonna easily take this.
Really?
I played all of them except Outer Wilds. I'm going to go with Untitled. And they made a mistake because Slay the Spire's not on here.
Honk.
Was it out this year? Or
You know
They're
why?
nominated for something.
why?
oh, that's true, huh?
It's because Untitled Goose Game took it, dude.
Honk, honk. I'm gonna go Baba Is You. I don't think it'll win. I think Goose or Disco might win.
Out of Wilds.
Yeah, I haven't played Disco. Shit.
Outer Wilds is very interesting from what I understand. It's like you have 20 minutes till the galaxy explodes and you keep reliving it like Groundhog Day. So each time you have the 20 minutes, you try to do something else to figure things out.
Yeah, you find more info.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Games for Impact, for a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. Concrete Genie. Grease. Kind Words. Oh, shit, I played this.
Yeah, at the Indie Cave.
Yeah, Indie Kid. Holy fuck. Life is Strange 2. Sea of Solitude.
For what'd you say? Like Impact?
Games for Impact.
So I think I haven't seen anything for Life is Strange 2, but the first one was very impactful. Like it had like a certain moment, and then there was there's another one. I have terrible memory. Holy shit.
Concrete Genie. Gris.
So Concrete is one that was like pushed a lot by PlayStation.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, is it even out?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I don't like. Now when the concept is cool, like it's a guy that does graffiti and the graffiti kind of comes to life. But I would I think Life is Strange is probably one that'll take it.
I've only played Gris, so I'm going to say Gris is the one that's going to win. It's good.
I think Concrete Genie's going to win. Just because, I don't know, just seems like it has everything people would
PlayStation.
want to see.
You do.
But Kind Words was interesting as a concept. I think the idea of that, of what impact it could have, is very genuine and sincere. So it'd be cool to see it win, but we'll see. All right, next up, we got Game Direction, awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design.
Death Stranding.
Control. Death Stranding. Resident Evil 2. Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Outer Wilds.
All right, so you got 6, so one of them isn't on there.
No, I said that was 5. 3. Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, I feel like this Death Stranding's gonna take it too. You guys are jerks. I don't know whether you're lying to me or not.
It's fucking right here.
All right.
All right.
Death Stranding then.
I think Death Stranding because, I've only played Sekiro and Resident Evil 2. I think there's some beautifully shot scenes in Death Stranding.
For game direction.
Beautifully
Yeah.
shot scenes, yeah, in Death Stranding.
For vision, innovation in games. Yeah, I think I think Death Stranding. I mean, Outer Wilds maybe is my next pick. I don't think Resident Evil did anything for innovation unless like they want to talk about like revamping as an original game and like making it feel new, but I don't know.
I just got to say, like, for Death Stranding, dude, if it wasn't a Hideo Kojima game, even if it was on this list the exact same amount of times it is on all these, I don't think it would win like near half of what they were just gonna win. Like, the only reason is Hideo Kojima. Like, even now, like, there's people that like they're on the fence. And, like, the more the game's been out, the more positive people have been saying, like, this is an amazing game. People are kind of, like, jumping the fence over to, like, yeah, it is a good game.
I think it's that combined with there's not a definitive, like, I mean, I don't want to knock all these other games, but I don't think anything else has had the same clout that this game has built.
But the clout is because of...
whatever it's the because of, I'm just saying nothing has built up the way this one has. And so it's just, like... You're comparing against this like behemoth for whether it's a true behemoth or not. Like Red Dead, I felt like had that to some degree. I think a lot of people were like God of War, but Red Dead has been building, but there was a God of War to like make people question things. Yeah, and there was a few other games.
Like, there was
when Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey were out, there was a few other games that were great too, but just those two alone were enough to make people be like, I don't know what's gonna get it.
Like Red Dead 2, like there was hype behind the announcement. There was hype, you know, like as the game was about to release. And then once the game was released, there was hype, but then eventually kind of died out. With Death Stranding so far, like the hype was there.
No, but I'm saying that it was not just that was there for what you're saying. There was other games that were on that same level.
Yeah.
And I don't know, based on what we're seeing, if any of these are on that same level of like, I don't know, cinematic or like high product. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, fresh indie game presented by Subway, recognizing a new independent studio that releases foot-long video games. No, I'm kidding. Releases its first game in 2019. First game. So I think last year, like Messenger was one of those. All right, so we got Disco Elysium, the studio that made it, the studio that made Gris.
Disappointed.
The studio that made My Friend Pedro.
Disappointed.
The studio that made Outer Wilds. The studio that made Slay the Spire. And the studio that made Goose Game.
Not gonna win.
They're not.
I think the Goose Game the creators have a really, really good chance.
I would love to see them.
All they have to do is just show like their message board of how, you know, this thought came.
I want them all to come out with socks. The goose sock.
That would be fucked up. They show it like, and the winner is Slay the Spire, and then honk. It shows the goose like
damn,
take it away, like
Steve Harvey Duck
steal the trophy.
I think out of all those, I think the one deserving, because I feel like it's like a game in and of itself. Because Goose Game is just
fun
social media thing.
It was just fun.
Like literally, that's what that was.
But it was so simple too.
Yeah.
I think there's a credit to that.
Yeah, you're right. Like I don't mean to discredit their work.
Right.
What they did, but like.
You're trying
it seems like Disco Elysium has just so much more on it, like story-wise, like the concept of the game.
I think it's definitely going for something more complex.
Yeah,
and I think there's something to be said about that because it is interesting in a complex way. But to make a game be so easily accessible is also like it's not easy to make something simple and easy.
Like you literally, there's a ton of people that aren't even gamers or don't consider themselves gamers picked up this game. You know, like it's just yeah, you're right. Accessible to
I think it's a tough call though because both have equal merit, and I would want to see.
I guess a personal opinion, I would like Disco Elysium to take it.
Shoutouts to Megacrit for Slay the Spire. Like what I read was when they first released the game, sales were horrible. Like
really?
2,000 copies. They gave it to like content creators. Horrible. It wasn't until a Chinese streamer streamed it with 1 million viewers. Their sales just fucking went up. And their game studio would have went down.
For me,
pretty much with
I want did it really?
I watched Soda Poppin' play it, and I was like, dude, I was in it. I was fucking backseat gaming. Do this. And I'm like, you know what? You suck. Went on Steam, bought it, played it myself. I suck even worse.
It's a hard game.
All right, next up we got fighting game. For the best game
Tetris.
design,
99.
best game design primarily around head-to-head combat. Dead or Alive 6, Jump Force, Mortal Kombat 11, Samurai Showdown,
Death Stranding.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate,
Death Stranding.
This is for level design.
fighting
Fighting
game.
game.
Level design. Don't joke. I don't know. I got 2 picks. What are you guys?
Death Stranding's gonna take it. No, I mean the only experience I have with
Smash.
this is Smash, and then I do like the way. I've always loved Samurai Showdown, but it's not like it hasn't. It's not a big game compared to these some of these other fighter ones. But yeah, I would give it to
My
Smash.
choice. My choice is how much I'm paying for the pay. How much I'm paying for the pay.
Mortal Kombat 11.
Paying for the pay. They had the best announcement last year. God damn.
Because it was unexpected.
I have a feeling they'll Smash might win, but I'm rooting for MK.
Yeah, I think MK would be cool, but I feel like this is a cool. This version of Smash is like the name is definitive of that. It's ultimate. It's like
Do you think? Okay, wait. Smash wins.
an
Do you
announces
think character announcement?
Kojima.
Nominees.
I'm not gonna lie. If,
The character literally just stumbles everywhere.
That's his attack.
if
Like
if-
Luigi.
if Smash does win, and there's an announcement of a game, rigged.
Or
This whole thing's rigged. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. They knew in advance. Rigged. That's only if there's an announcement. If there is an announcement, then I mean, they could have an announcement after. If it's at that moment they win, like, hey, we'd like to show you something as well.
yeah.
Rigged.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off if it's Death Stranding as a character.
That's crazy. That'd be crazy.
The ultimate should be like the goop stuff.
That would be cool. Like your character, it just does that, and then it grabs everyone else in the in the map.
And then a baby shows up on the front of the screen like the Nintendo dog.
Everyone just, and then the baby just like.
My God. All right, family game. For the best of game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre. Luigi's Mansion 3. Ring Fit Adventure. Mario Maker 2. Smash Bros. Ultimate. Yoshi's World.
You know, Smash Bros is for good boys. So
You should present.
You know who's the real winner? Nintendo.
Yeah.
yeah, dude. No matter what, I think Nintendo wins on this one.
Really?
Smash. Obviously, like the concept is like it's very much. It's a fighting game. Like when you break it down, like there's people fighting each other.
Yeah.
I think the more family-oriented one would be Luigi's Mansion for me.
I'm surprised 2 things were not on this list.
Pokemon Go,
Death Stranding.
Goose Game.
I'm very surprised Goose Game is not on
Oh
this.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And I'm also very surprised Pokemon is not on this.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Pokemon Go or
No, Sword and Shield.
It's too fresh.
It's too new, right? I think that's what.
Maybe it was off
Or-
by a week because Death Stranding was maybe the last week. Because Jedi Fallen Order, I would have bet would have been on this list
Or
too.
it's rigged.
What
But
sucks
at
is-
least Goose
so
Game.
what sucks is like, it's not on because it's too fresh. I have a feeling it won't be on next year because it's too old.
Yeah, it'll be on like other awards.
Death
Wait a
Stranding.
minute.
I feel like Death Stranding will be there.
Yeah, there's games that came out like
is Fallen Order on this
no.
at all?
and I feel like Death Stranding will be
Neither
on
is
it.
Pokemon.
I think Death
Rigged?
Stranding's gonna be on it next year.
I don't think it'll be on the next year.
Motherfucking rigged.
For longest legacy left
Oh
behind
my God, DLC.
or ongoing game, it'll be nominated for ongoing
This
game.
is rigged.
All right, esports team. We're skipping this one because I don't give 2 fucks. Esports player.
WWE.
I know who's gonna win esports player. He's won before.
Who?
Ninja.
Faker.
No,
The
he's
best-
fake, dude.
The best.
It's too fake.
I'm honest to God, I'm surprised Blitzchung isn't on this. Esports host.
The man.
I'm gonna go for Golden Boy because he's the only one I know.
K9.
But I don't. I mean, there's literally like I don't think we've talked about any of these. Esports game of the year. We got CS:GO, Dota 2, Fortnite, League, Overwatch.
Fortnite.
League.
Overwatch.
Wow.
How come,
And I want
how come
when
we
they
can't do this
win,
for starters. Goddamn.
when they win, I want them to be like free Hong Kong.
Dude, someone should say something. That'd be crazy.
I know there was that thing where like Jeff Kaplan spoke out. He's like, I don't agree with how it was handled. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if someone said anything. All right, esports event, 2019 Overwatch League Finals, Evo 2019, Fortnite World Cup, IEM Katowice 2019, League World Championships, the International.
Fortnite World Cup. That thing was that. It was at a football stadium. It was insane.
I think League's gonna win, but I want to pick the smelliest place, Evo.
Evo. Esports coach,
I don't know anyone.
Just
Death
give me-
Stranding.
Hideo Kojima.
Content creator of the year.
Ooh, I know.
We got Courage. You guys know Courage?
Yes.
Yep.
He's that